Hello, everyone. My name is Alicia, and today I'm presenting the requirements, definition, and implementation plan for my project in Software Development 1. I've chosen to build a cozy game database system. The goal of this project is to apply the core principles of software engineering, like UML modeling, architect layering, and database integration, to a specific niche of the growing world of relaxing, low stress video games. To start, let's look at the scope. We aren't just building a list, we are building a structured Java application. The primary objective is to manage a library of games by tracking unique IDs, genres, and platforms. From a functional standpoint, the system will support full crew operations, that is, create, read, update, and delete. The presentation marks the transition from our initial conceptual requirements into a functional layer technical design. User stories. To ensure system meets actual user needs, I've defined 4 user stories. The first, the gamer, needs to add new titles to keep their library organized as it grows. The collector needs a view all feature to browse their collection when deciding what to play. The user story focuses on the update feature, specifically updating a comfy rating to reflect how relaxing a game felt after playing a session. Finally, the manager needs the ability to remove games by specific ID to keep the digital catalog accurate and clean. The UML class diagram. Moving into the technical design, here's the UML for our core game class. This class is built on the principle of encapsulation. You'll notice the attributes, game ID, title, and comfy rating, are all private. Access is controlled through public methods. I've included a specific validation rule in the set comfy rating method. It returns a boolean to confirm if the input has between a 1 and a 10. This ensures data integrity right at the source. Oh, I also want to say the CozyGames controller acts as the brain of the application. Per the project requirements, there are no static methods here. By using instances of the controller, we make the code more flexible and easier to test. It handles the logic of managing our collection featuring methods to add games, which in returns is a new list size. Removes games by ID, returning the object for confirmation, and a getter to retrieve the entire array list for the UI. For our architecture, I've selected a layered or in-tier pattern. This is critical for separation of concerns by dividing the app into presentation, logic, and persistent layers. The UI doesn't need to know how the data is stored. If we decide to upgrade for a console menu of a full GUI, I switch from the array list to a cloud base. We only have to change one layer without breaking the rest of the system. So this diagram illustrates the workflow of a typical system action. It starts with the UI layer where a user enters data like Animal Crossing. That data is passed to the logic layer where the controller validates that the rating is between 1 and 10. Only after the logic layer approves the data, it is passed to the data layer for storage. This gatekeeping ensures that our data never ends up with garbage data. All right. My coding strategy focuses on modern Java practices. I'll be using generics with an array list to ensure type safety. For the interface, we will start with the console. I am researching JavaFX. The goal is the cozy grid layout where users can interact with visual game icons rather than just text lines. This will involve implementing event listeners and handlers to connect with the UI button clicks directly to our controller logic. Persistence is the next major milestone. We will move away from temporary array list storage and integrate my SQL or SQLite using the JDBC, which is the Java database. Um, this allows the library to be saved even after the program closes. I'll be using the standard SQL queries like select and insert into. Critically, I will also be using the game ID as a primary key in the database to ensure that every entry is unique and we would never have a duplicate in the collection. In summary, this plan provides a robust roadmap to meet all of the rubric requirements. We hear a clear data model, a logical controller, and a plan for a UI. Bye.